From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on their in-state rivals to the south, the Miami Dolphins. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with a rookie. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. What we just saw, we saw a lot of last week. He had 5 tackles for loss a week ago and 1 here in the first quarter now.
And I think a lot of that comes from not just his athletic ability and his intelligence and understanding how he's being blocked and how to get to the ball carriers, but also comes from scheme as well. When you get a guy that high, playing that well, the defense coordinator is looking for ways to create mismatches and get him to the football.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. The gain of 5. And it'll be second down. The Dolphins at 11-4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Miami Dolphins. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Once again, it's Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact long time there, and now 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Trey Palmer, 60 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Mayfield. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he spins past him and into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Open man is a Baker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs add 6 to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
44, ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. was a gain of 4. And it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 51 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Dolphins 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now the urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the gun, it's Tua. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Tua. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That's now a second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he stopped immediately there. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
No gain on
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
In motion right is Evans. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, a 20-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Yaya Diaby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Sanders' kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team is right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Mayfield now. Open man is a broker. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Back now in Miami. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Tua going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Tyrell Dodson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue.
That's good.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. This is caught by Waddle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 5-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now Tua. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tua. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown, Dolphins! Darren Waller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's 2nd down. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. No timeouts remaining. Cannot take a sack here. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's a handoff to Irvin.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Here's Baker. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes.